How much money have you spent on games in total? Honestly, I stopped counting after like 6 grand. And it's not even because I'm rich or anything. It's just every time I told myself, okay, this is the last one. This skin is going to fix my mood. And you buy it, feel good for like 10 minutes, and then boom, back to scrolling the market again. Then you open your bank statement and realize you could have bought a whole PC or taken a vacation. Been playing Roblox for years, just made this username randomly, and somehow I still can't change it. Costs money to change a username. Money. To change a username. Lol, obviously, $0 spent. Somehow, I spent $450 and then quit the game a month later. Honestly, funniest and saddest thing ever. I blew $80 on Roblox once. For some people, that's nothing, but for me, it was a huge deal. I stressed over every purchase for like 3 days and still ended up regretting it. $300. My parents thought I was buying school books on Google Play. Technically, I bought 2. The rest, pure Roblox addiction. Who was I to crush their dreams? I would cry if I did the math. Me too, buddy, me too. I love my Steam library though. Also, it's nice to know that even if I lost all my money or when my wife cheats on me, at least I know my library is there. It's nice to know that I have enough games to play for the rest of my life. Bro said, when my wife cheats, he knows what's going to happen. Around $150, and almost all of it went into one game. I was trying to impress a girl on my team, bought rare skins, emotes. She ended up dating a guy who never spent a single dime. Nice try, wife. Wife? Are you married? How old are you? Yes, 18. Oh, your nickname made me ask that. Spent around $500 on Roblox, all in one game. I thought it'd make me the cool kid in my school. And did it? Haha, nope. Now they just call me Rich Noob. I feel guilty spending money on anything, even food. So yeah, $0, haven't spent a dime on games. This is true. I just asked my parents for money for in-game stuff. My dad's a gamer himself, so he totally understood. All in all, probably over $1,000 by now. Dad bought a few things too, but not like me. Mostly for Battlefield. That's his thing. 0. I just never got into it. I'd see people spending hundreds, and I'd think, nah, I'll just watch. Ah ha 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 ha, cries silently. $3,000 on League of Legends has an existential crisis? Damn. I had a problem, but in my defense, I've been playing that game for 7 years, so it works out at like $430 a year. Yeah, okay, but damn, bro. $0 and €0. Thank you for being so informative. Around $600, mostly during summer break. Worked at McDonald's all summer. Just me, my PC, and a lot of lonely hours. Spending money on Roblox felt like having a little company. Dude, hope you're better now. Yeah, I'm more careful. Still play, but I don't let it run my life. $0. My whole life. Not because I'm disciplined. I'm just too cheap to spend money on skins nobody remembers a year later. Nice try, dude. How much did my girlfriend pay you to write this? For her, he did it for free. Lol. Every time a new update drops, I somehow feel compelled to buy something. Don't know why. I'm a weird dude, I guess. Spent over $500 in the last couple of years. Total ever. Can't even tell. I think around $3,000 to $4,000 for sure on in-game stuff. And if you count all the other games I own, like 60 on Steam, the total goes through the roof. Maybe $7,000 total, give or take. And yeah, looking back, that's basically like buying a car with all that money. Wild, right? 0. I just play the same old games over and over again. Back then they didn't even have in-game purchases yet. Nothing to buy, even if you wanted to. Kinda miss that, honestly. Not like now. $500, mostly Roblox. Some League of Legends, a tiny bit Fortnite. My sister kept telling me I was addicted. She wasn't wrong. Around $600, all of it during quarantine. I wasn't even gaming at that point. I was literally living in Roblox. No friends to hang out with, no school, just me, my PC, and way too much free time. Looking back, it's kinda sad, but also kinda hilarious how deep I went. Probably a couple of hundred maximum, as I don't spend a lot of money on gaming anymore, as most releases do not interest me. I still get excited when new games drop, but I've kinda moved into my wait for the definitive edition era. No point buying a single-player game day one when I can just wait for all the DLCs, patches, bug fixes, and then grab the whole thing for like $20 on sale. As for in-game purchases, I barely touch them anymore. So yeah, total damage is probably around $700 lifetime. Could have been way worse. Same, end-of-year sales are my weakness. That's literally how I got most of my AAA games. I almost never buy anything full price anymore. I'd say I still spend around $120 to $350 a year on games, mostly because I can't resist a good bargain. As for in-game purchases, I keep it pretty tame now, maybe $50 a year, tops. I used to spend way more, but sale hunting kinda cured me. Roughly $180, all in Roblox, mostly spent trying to copy some guy's avatar I thought looked cool. Spoiler, it did not make me cool. CS2 gambling addiction incoming. Honestly, I'm kinda embarrassed to admit it, but when I was younger, I spent about $500 on CSGO skins and ended up gambling them all away until I had nothing left. Probably around $400. I never did big purchases, just $5 or $10 here and there, for years. I probably would have spent $1K by now if they didn't ban my account for cheating. They ban way too many people for cheating while they are just smurfs. Now I'm only down $300 or so. I actually keep a list of everything I buy. In 2023, I spent about $830, which is like $65 a month. But I'm a collector, so 95% of that was physical copies. As for in-game purchases, basically zero. I'd rather hold a box in my hands than spend money on some temporary skin I'll forget about in a week. Please tell me that's a dot, not a comma. Probably just not English, and forgot that English uses dot there instead of comma. Bro, I just misclicked. I didn't really donate, I just subscribed to their premium. $10 a month for 4 years. $480 in total. And I don't remember a single thing I actually got. Totally worth it. Not. Roughly $600, almost all of it during this really bad period, where I stayed home for weeks, barely spoke to anyone, school falling apart, sleep schedule destroyed. Games were the only place I felt any control. I regretted it later. But honestly, at the time it was the one thing keeping me afloat.